I'm here to win. Everyone say, can you bet against Brady, blah, blah, blah. Screw him. I'm the guru. I don't give a shit. You're damn right I'm back. Make no mistake, I'm here to win.
If you ain't first, you're last.
I'm going to help you be successful. That's my job. Believe it. When I meet people, lives get changed. This is a movement. I'm starting this show. Watch this show.
Look at the show. Enjoy the show.
It'll make you feel better. If Burrows throws you the ball tonight in the end zone, catch it. This is great. I can't believe what I'm watching. Anyway, type in Sportsguru.vegas. That's me. Click subscribe.
Do it. Do it.
You're going to get an alert now. That's my line. I want you to be grateful you're with me. That's just the way it is. That's how it works. Bye-bye. Thank you, David, for that lead. And I'm grateful to be with you guys as well, my gurus out there. Welcome to my show, Sports Guru Vegas, live coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada, the greatest city in the world. And I want to thank the new subscribers I got from the Fountain Blue casino last night. I had a good time there. Met some really amazing people. Very beautiful casino. I recommend you stopping in. You know, it's been in production for about 20 years, you know, because of we had the financial crisis and then the pandemic, right? That came. So they finished it, and I'm glad they did. It's in a beautiful, you know, they're building that mid area of Las Vegas. That's the middle area before you go into downtown. Welcome to my show, New Gurus. So for you new gurus, I've lived in Nevada and in Vegas since 1998. I've been professionally handicapping. I've been helping people make money for 25 years. That's a long time. So we launched this podcast 4 weeks ago, and it's the best thing I've done. You know, I needed to do this. This needs to be done. There's a lot of people out there who need good guidance, and that's what I give. That's what I do. We hit a 3-teamer yesterday that I gave out a round robin on the show, and one of the games was the Raiders, and they got there, I guess you could say, right? Won by about 40 points. And we see what happens when teams when teams lose their coach, okay? That coach got fired after the game, and I did say, Gurus, yesterday, this coach is going to be fired. That's 100%. And I didn't know it would happen after the game, but it should have. They made the right decision, Sandy, or L.A., if you want to. And by the way, the Raider Nation came out loud and proud. I saw a lot of you guys at the casino last night. We high-fived each other. And I want to say this, Gurus, out there. You know, I've lived here since 1998, and I can tell you it's just as amazing and electrifying as it was when I lived here in 98. You have to experience Vegas at least once, and you have to. There's nothing like it. And I came into this business. My brother and I came out here in 96, and we started thinking about doing this. I never thought I'd be consulting people, but that's the natural thing to do because I've owned my own business for over 30 years. So the natural thing to do is learn to win at this. And the natural thing to do is help people, which I've been doing for a very long time. And, you know, as I'm helping people, I have to get better. So you have to evolve with this business. You have to evolve with sports betting because look what it's done. Most of us have devices now. None of it. There was no gambling anywhere on sports in the country in 98. As a matter of fact, they were trying to outlaw it. I think it was during the Bush administration, early in 2000. It pissed me off big time. I believe. I know college was on the blocks, and that was devastating. You know, for us bettors, us sports bettors, or any gamblers, there's a tremendous amount of passion that we have. And if you take away our betting on sports, we're going to get pissed. We'll forget about it. Like when they had the pandemic and they canceled sports, I actually had a show on YouTube that I stopped doing. I was devastated. How can you stop playing sports? My whole life, sure, outside of a strike, the sports was never canceled. Sports is my salvation. And by the way, I'm not alone here. This is part of our salvation. To me, it's a spiritual experience. It is. So, my mission is if you're not getting that, if you're not feeling what I just said, if you isn't a spiritual experience that you're enjoying, you're in the right place. You're listening to Guru because I'm going to make it that way for you because it is for me. And I've worked my ass off with the help of my partner, Mark, and other influencers to become very successful. One of the best at this, but I still have to get better. And you know what, gurus? I was talking to a gentleman last night who's into financial business. He gives out stock advice. And he asked me a question. He said, "What makes you better than anyone else?" I said, "I'll tell you right now. I've been doing this for 25 years. When a matchup comes in front of me, which I look at, 100 a day almost, I know from looking at this from 25 years what is an advantage and what isn't based on the spread, right? Where are they playing? That matters, right? There's a lot of layers, and I'll tell you, instincts are one of them. And how do you get instincts? You get them from watching a lot of sports and connecting that with matchups and spreads. And does this have an advantage? So today we have a couple round robins I'm going to share with you guys. But I usually start out the show by telling everyone how much I love this town and this state. And I really, it's given me, it's catapulted my life to another level. I was fortunate to be a diamond player in some of these, so that you get a lot of advantages, and that's nice. You can put up your friends and family in hotels. They're beautiful hotels we have. My God, these are magnificent, 5-star. They're miniature cities now. It's amazing what Vegas has done. I salute you. The planning, we have 4 professional teams, and we're going to have 5 with the A's. Forget about it. We're going to get the NBA pretty soon. This is it. We're getting, by the way, UNLV made it to the Mountain West Conference Championship in football. That's because more recruits want to play here. Why wouldn't you? Are you kidding me? This club I went to last night, Lift, that was a lot of fun up there in the at Fountain Blue. I went with a couple people I met. I had a good time. Guru had to get back. 2 in the mornings is early in this town, but I got a show to do. But I had a lot of fun. I got some new subscribers, met some great people like I always do. People that love betting sports like Guru. And that's a love affair. We have a love affair here. And this is a movement. That's why we started this show out. This show is a movement because we're going to gradually pull people away from mainstream media. Yes, Disney, ESPN, Fox. They don't have the credentials Guru has. They can't even come close. I released 9 bets yesterday, made money, right? They can't do 1 or 2. They can't. And the Guru just keeps getting them out every day. Got 2 more today. And we're going to share those with you. But I'm excited. So, and for the Guru to grow, I was talking to David. David's the CEO of Main Stage Studio, Main Stage Productions. And David is the person. So when you see these short videos, him and Chase, his co-producer, they made those for Guru. Okay. And these are universally loved by David, and he'll always get paid for this by Guru. Do you know that, David? You got my account for life. Think about that. That's very special. They're the first to do it. That means they're the best. They are. Forget it. Don't even give me a quote. It's their job. They're in. It's over. And that's how you build relationships with people. So he helped me get this show started and production, because I'm a handicapper and I'm a promoter. That's what when you see me out there, gurus, promoting the show, well, that's what I do. I've been doing that for 25 years out here. I used to have good bets. I go out and sell them. And now I do the same thing. I just use a different platform now. But I love it just as much. I'm getting just as much. So Guru's feeling really good today, right? We won. That has to happen. I told you on the show yesterday, we have to win today. There's certain days we have to win, especially off two losing days in a row. You got to come back and hit a 3-teamer. And that's what the Guru did. And I have to deliver for you guys. We have a big weekend coming up tomorrow in college basketball. I'm going to give you gurus my email address, and we're going to put that on, David, go ahead, throughout the show, because I want you to email me. I'll give you all the picks for tomorrow, because it's a very sophisticated board. There's over 100 games or around there, and you have to know how to handle that, and I do. That's my specialty. And I think we've won every weekend, because I have so many volumes of bets that I can overcome any losses, right? Last weekend, we released 25, 26 games. We made money. Okay, so you have action constantly. We've been consistently winning in the NFL. We did it again last night with the Raiders. I don't believe anyone can match my NFL record this year. It's very solid. And you can go on. The interesting thing, gurus, is we weren't shooting this show on Sunday. When I first started, it was Monday through Friday. So you weren't getting my weekend picks. So I was going out and meeting new gurus and signing them up. But you guys were only getting Monday through Friday. Well, that's not going to cut it, because we're very good at the NFL. And by the way, NFL people love betting more than anything, David. So I've decided, and I just started last week, because remember, I'm used to doing this show with David and Chase. I have to do it without them for a little while now. So I started Sunday. I shot the show for 30 minutes, and I gave you a winner. I gave you a winning day. We had to hit a 3-teamer. We had the Cowboys against the Eagles. That was the late game. We doubled that game with 2 other tickets. We lost the first one because Atlanta got screwed on a fumble that they didn't give us the ball back. I don't know how that happened. We're supposed to win. It happens. We know. We overcame it. And so I released a winning ticket because I came on the show. And David, if you want to come up here, let the people see you again. You know, this is right. He doesn't have a hat on today, David. But
No hat.
Got a nice little salad on his head. Oh, here we go. Oh, I just want to
I've put your email on there.
Thank you,
Bet
sir.
at Sportsguru.vegas.
There you have it. By the way, I was giving out the other one, my personal one.
Yeah.
Right?
That one's easier to remember.
I like this one, and this is the one we're going to use, gurus. This is it. That's it. And I want you to email me. You know what? Email me whatever you want. I'll get back to you. It may take me a little. I'll get back to you. This is a friendship, a relationship. And so, David, the reason I had you come on is because I noticed we had more views for Sunday's shorter show because it was on the NFL than any other show. So we're going to continue to do that. So Sunday is a half-hour show or more, no longer than 45 minutes. We got to get the bets in, got to watch the games. And Guru needs his NFL time. NFL is how I built my business. I got my name, Sportsguru.vegas, from releasing winning NFL picks. That's my specialty. But I love the other sports. Real quickly, NCAA has a volume of games. We have 2 of those. I'm going to give you those now. And so there's more games. That means for professionals, there's more opportunities for us. That's why I like college. But it's a tremendous amount of work, gurus. But I'm doing that for you for nothing. Just subscribe. Tell all your friends to subscribe. Groups. I need 3 million. I need 100,000 by the end of the Super Bowl. And that's our plan, our goal. Keep going, gurus. Let's get to 100,000. When I get to 1 million, party at Trump's Hotel on Guru. You get there, and I'll throw the party. I'm paying for it. All right, let's get with the first round robin. today. Okay, we're going to go with this one. New Mexico State. They're playing at home against New Mexico. This is a interstate rivalry. This is a big traditional rivalry game. And they got blown out at New Mexico earlier this year, so they're going to be highly motivated, this team. And let's see if they can respond. We're getting 15 at home. You buy the tie. That's a new thing, David. Here, I'll click that. Watch this, David. I learned this. Ready? There it is. I did it. Shit. The guru. All right, so we got buy the tie. Then I go back. Watch this, gurus. Poof. Magic, right? God, this is technology. Wait till the rush comes. What do they call it when you go viral, right? That's going to happen. Oh, is that going to be beautiful? We're going to go viral, gurus. When you live in Vegas and you meet the people I meet, are you kidding me? That's automatic. That's a no-brainer. And we have some ideas about that. So anyway, for right now, let's focus on the games. That's why we're here, gurus. We're here to win. We need to win. We need to build momentum off yesterday's winning day. Keep going. And I only released 3 teamers. So round robins, and the reason I do that is because I go 2-1 most of the time, and that means we don't lose. We get most of our money or make a profit back. That's why I do it, gurus. It's the better way to go when you're a more sophisticated level of investing in sports, and that's why we do it. However, let me make this clear. If you're betting straight on all the picks I've given out, I think this is our 20th show, right, David? That means you're winning more. You're actually doing better betting straight. And I tell you that, guru, because I want you guys to understand what the big picture is here. They can't do that on Disney ESPN. They focus on what happened, and then they talk about things for a week that may or may not happen. Well, guess what? We call that fake news. That means you're not really helping anybody. We make the news here at Sportsguru.vegas. Why do I say we make the news? Because we're predicting the future. You can't manipulate that, right? You can. It's illegal. I can't. I don't have any access. I wouldn't do it anyway. You can't do it. But some people do it. We know historically, yes, there's a Netflix show about an NBA ref that was manipulating a lot of games, and he did time in federal prison for it. So we have to use what, gurus? Hard work and experience by guru to help you. So I had the guy ask me, what makes you different, guru? Well, I tell you, I've been doing it 25 years across my desk, and I've been accountable to sports gamblers, sports wagers. I have had to be accountable. Unlike most of the rest of society these days, guru had to be. So I'm used to sitting in front of you and continuing to get you motivated and understanding we're going to win. We stay with it. That's my job. But I got to be good. I got to be into my business. Takes work. I have a partner to help me. We got this, gurus. So we got New Mexico State at home. Take the 15, buy the tie. And then we got, I like that. Good job, Mark. You get him, Mark, right? That's my partner there. We call him D. Mark Durena, D. All right, just the guy, that's a great guy, my friend. We got him. He is helping me help you guys. So that's how we're doing it. So, and I have other people, but mainly it's him and I. That's what we're doing. And so we got Fresno State. Now, here I went 60-40 because the money line's high, gurus. I don't like releasing $4 money lines. I don't. Because if you win them, fine. But you know what? It's 9.5. Do what you want. These are guides, gurus, that I do. And I give you the guide. Then you can manipulate it. That's why this is a show about empowering you to be better, to be greater, right? We want to make us greater again. We want to make America greater again. And that's a fact. We're going to do that. So, and we're going to start today with these games, and then we're going to take the Spurs at home. Now, they just played the Lakers and lost. It was a close game. They lost by 3. Now, does that mean they're going to be a small spread again? We certainly hope so. And we'd like for the Spurs to win because we're putting 20% on the money line. Because they can win. It's the NBA here. NBA, anybody can win except the Pistons, right? Except the Pistons. They cannot win, okay? And we bet them yesterday. David. So we bet them because they're a 12-point underdog. And I even said on the show that they've lost 20 games in a row. Now, we're into historical numerical places we're reaching here. Because as messed up as everything is in that league, this team's found a way to make it worse. Right? They got a guy from the Suns, the coach, who was supposed to win a ring 3 years ago. He had a 2-0 lead at home with Chris Paul. We call him Chrissy Paul because he's a complete choker in the postseason. And he blew a 2-0 home lead, and they got swept 4 in a row against Milwaukee with a Greek freak who was not totally healthy. And they just dominated him after that. So ever since that, they've given him a lot of players. Phoenix, he did nothing. Can't get to the finals, can't get to the conference finals. Now they give him a job at Detroit, and look how horrible this team is. I mean, come on, right? So I told Mark today, I said, I can't do it. I can't play on the show Detroit, and I will not. Now, am I going to bet them, Gurus? Probably, right? For something. Why not? But not much. I hate bad teams that can't improve. It makes no sense to me how you can be this bad. So I'm not going to try to figure it out, Gurus. I'm not releasing them to you today. And that's a good thing. Let's hope for. But I am going to give you the Spurs. Okay, they got I believe he's going to be one of the best players in NBA history, Wamby. I do. Look at him. When I said that last time, Gurus, we bet him, and he scored 30 points and had 20 rebounds. And I think we lost. And I don't remember, but I know I talked about him. I said I believe he'll be probably the best player ever. And that game, he had 30 and 20. Now, I didn't see how he did in the last Laker game, but I'm okay with it. They're a young team. They're losing a lot, the Spurs. They're learning a lot. And for you new gurus who are new to sports betting, get used to doing what the Spurs do. And you may not, though. You may have some early success like my brother and I had. We finished top 10 in the Hilton contest our first year of being in it. I think that was in 1999 or 2000. So we thought we were all that, right? Well, guess what? Reality smacked us in the face. And I've gone through all that experience to help you in this stage of your life now to avoid, flash in the pan stuff. The games we're betting are basically fundamental situations that we look forward to constantly bet. We just change the teams, blah, blah, blah. But we have to compete. So one of the financial advisors said to me, he said, so Guru, you can't win betting sports. I said, you can't? I said, I could say the same thing about investing in the market, right? If you don't know how to invest in the market, you can't win in that either. Hello? And then I asked him a fair question. How did you do during the pandemic? Did you make money? He said, we had Amazon. I said, no. Tell me about all the stocks you had, not just Amazon. You didn't just trade one stock. So that's a conversation Guru can have with anyone. Because I know about investing in the market. I'm going to help you guys. The market's been going up. It's over 37,000. That's for you people with dividend yielding stocks. That's good. The Dow's up. Dow stocks are up. Better dividends. That's a good buying the dividends, gurus. Just like you're buying. So this is very similar to option trading, gurus. This is like a short-term option, okay? What we're doing is we're saying New Mexico State getting 15. Fresno's a money line favorite, so you can bet that however you want. You can lay the 9, right, for the whole thing. Do whatever you want. They should blow this team out. They're a local team. Bakersfield and Fresno are not that far away, about a 45, about an hour and a half drive. So they should punish this team at home. They should. They better, right? We're betting on them. So I'm mixing it. I'm giving you a 60-40 spread because why not? That gives you a guide, and you can follow Guru to the T and you'll be fine. The other game is the Spurs. We already talked about that. And so, we want Wamby to perform tonight. And we want the team to play hard to try to win. Popovich is their coach. He's been around. But they're a developmental team. They're new. They're not expected to win. But we need to try to cover this number. 8 points is a very reasonable number at home in the NBA. So we got that going. And then we're almost at the halfway hour. So let's go over the next one. I want you to invest about 20% more on that ticket than the one I'm going to give you right now. But we're going to take San Diego. We're going to go into the college basketball. San Diego's a home plus against Portland State. And, that they're Portland State. I'm telling you, we're betting San Diego because we're 2-0 with this team. And I think about it yesterday with you gurus. When I find a team early in the season and I'm winning with them because they're getting favorable numbers. So I'll give you an example. We had San Diego getting plus, I think it was 15 against San Diego State, who is their inner city foe. And we lost by 1, right? Now, we had the money line. It was plus, I think, 800. We could have won that. And we're going to bet the money lines. We do. When it says here 80-20, in this case for the Sharks. So the Sharks are a puck line dog on the road. Okay, now obviously anyone new to hockey, puck line means you can lose by a goal. Okay, so we want to take that for a majority of the bet. That's good value. I believe Arizona's overvalued today in hockey at home. They are playing well this year for them. Right? They used to be a doormat team. They're playing well this year. But let's see if the Sharks, who actually play well against them, can make this a close game and at least cover the puck line. I think it's a reasonable price, like $1.30 or $1.40. Take it. And then we're going to stretch this into – so today, instead of betting the Pistons, right, Dan? Can't bet the Pistons. They're atrocious. We're going to bet the Bengals. And you can say, well, Guru, what's going on, Guru? All right, I'll tell you. So first of all, I'm doing better than probably most people in the world betting the NFL this year. And with that being said, I had Minnesota last game, and I shared that on the show with you guys on Sunday. And we did one better. We had the money line, Minnesota, which they needed because they won by 3. And that was the final score, 3-0, if you can believe that. So what that tells me is they beat a team that's finding themselves, right? So the Raiders come out. We had them last night on the show, and they crushed this team, correct? They crushed this team because San Diego has given up. What you witnessed last night is what happens when there's a coach being fired in the middle of a season, and it can do 2 things. It can raise the level, which we've seen in some teams, of play, like the Raiders, for example. They've played better since they hired this new coach for them. And that's why we bet them. Plus, they lost earlier in the year to this team. So what the hell? You put all that together, and boom, they beat the shit out of this team. And they should. So the Raiders have Tom Brady. He's a 5% owner of the team. And I've been telling Raider Nation out there when I see them, I had my Raider gear on yesterday. right? And I'm proud of that. And some gurus say to me, you know what do you do, Guru, when the Raiders are playing? I say, well, what do you mean, what do I do? I handicap the game, and I either bet on them or against them, or I don't bet it. And it doesn't have any significance to me that they're my favorite team. I live in Las Vegas. I've lived here since 98. They better be my favorite team. And they are. And I recommend that, gurus. You should support your local team. And I'll get to a game probably this year at some point. I'll get to a game. I like the owner, Davis. I've met him. I met him at Resort World. I took a picture with him. He gave me a few minutes of his time. We talked a little bit. I congratulated him for having Brady as a partner, and I thought that was a very smart move. And so I kind of like Dave. I like him. I do. He is committed to winning, Davis. I see it. I talk to him. I feel it. And he makes the moves to win. Okay. Now, I was a Gruden supporter, and I like Gruden, and they got rid of him. We'll never know what that meant, but they replaced him, and they got to the postseason without Gruden. So you can't say that was a bad move, although it's questionable why Gruden left. Well, then they hired this guy from the Patriots, right? And I don't remember names of everyone, so forgive me. And you could argue I should, but I have all this work, business. But you guys know what's up, right? They hired the coach from New England, offensive coordinator, and Brady fired him. He got rid of him. Get out of here. You're not a winner. He did. People say to me, Guru, how do you know that? What do you mean, how do I know that? Brady's no different than Guru. That's why we started this show. You think I care about betting against Brady? I'll go right after him. I'm the Guru. That's what I do. But I can tell you that Brady knows he's not a winning coach. I knew that when they hired him. I said it was a bad hire. So Brady gets rid of him. Now, Davis makes all the decisions, but you don't think Brady had anything to do with that. I guarantee you he did. So, and why do we hire champions? So why do you watch Guru? You watch Guru because I do all the work. I tell you I do it, and you can tell. Look at me. I'm wearing this note. Look at this thing. I've gone through 3 of these this year. All notes. And some people say, well, Guru, why don't you have a laptop? What do I need a laptop for? I got all my notes here. Now, I will eventually have one, right? I guess. I don't know. We'll have a lot of things. I'm going to have a co-host probably one day. And Mark's going to be here in January on the set. And we might have to bring David and Chase back for one of those shows. Right, David? You might have to. And Mark and I have some very interesting discussions. And if you ever get a chance, and you will one day, it's quite entertaining, if you know what I mean. And he'll be with us, Mark. He sends little comments. And by the way, speaking of comments, so every time I sign up new gurus, and they're from all over the country and world, I always tell them to comment on the show. And I've always been the kind of person when I watch a show, if someone gives me the chance to comment, boom, I'm in. If I were, say I was a viewer like you gurus, I would be commenting every day on my show. Why wouldn't I? That would be fun. Hell, you can't get through to, they don't even have that on Disney ESPN. You can't even comment in the first place. They don't want to listen to you. They could give a shit about you. They don't care about you. Did you notice that? They tell you what to think. They tell you who to like. And when they give you a pick, good luck. You got no shot. They don't know what they're doing. And Guru does. That's a fact. Guru does. And I have to continue to prove that on a daily basis. And I'm okay with that. So here we go. So back to the second one, David. Bengals. And we're back to the Bengals. Why is Guru bad? Browning is a winner. I'll tell you why. I had the Jaguars the day the Bengals beat me, right? Which is just disgraceful. Because if Lawrence doesn't get hurt, we win the Jaguar bet. They were driving. We saw what happened. And the overtime would have been favored us. We would have won. Okay. Do I know that? Yes, I do. Okay. We didn't win. But keep in mind, the Bengals still had to be in a position to be able to win this game. And that takes Browning playing a very good game. That was the first start in the NFL on the road for a team that needed to win, kind of. They were not really. But he performed. Think about this. When I have a future on the Bengals to win the whole thing in the division. That looks dead. But this young man from Washington University is turning this team around. And they're liking this. And let's do it. Now, Minnesota needs to win. They're in a playoff contention. This is a battle, this game. But here's what we got, Gurus. Back to back. They played last week, right? In the Raiderville in Vegas. Now they got to go to Baltimore. Okay, so good. That's travel back to back. They have a new quarterback who doesn't know the system as well, or at least has less game experience with the Vikings than this young man, Browning. Okay. Now, the quarterback for the Vikings was on the, I don't know his name, it's Mullins, I think. He was on the Niners the last couple of years, 2 years ago. So I do have some experience watching him play. He's got a good arm. But I believe the organization and the personnel favor the Bengals in this game to beat Minnesota. Don't get me wrong, it's not an odd. Of course, nothing's automatic. But I like the direction that the Bengals are going. They're in a must-win. They're really playing loose because they had nothing to lose. They lost their quarterback. And now they're on free time and they're winning. There's something good happening. So we're going to do that three-teamer. Yes, you're right, Mark. The Bengals must win is correct. Yep. Is that why we're betting? That's part of the reason. They have to be capable, and they are, Gurus. So let's recap both of these round robins, David, real quick. Let's go with the first one. We're going back. So for you Gurus who are late to the show, here we go. We always follow it up with new round robin. And we need to win again today. This, I will say this about betting sports. It used to last longer. I'd have 4 days in a row I'd win. 3-4 days. That 3 days was not that uncommon. And 2 days was expected. But, it's a battle. Don't get me wrong. It's always been tough. But we have to be tougher now. So this is how we're attacking them. I like investing with round robins, this strategy, because it makes it more interesting. It makes it fun. For example, I'm sitting in Fontainebleau watching the Kings game last night. I got 2 in already, Vancouver Canucks with the Raiders. And all I need is Sacramento. And it's fun to watch that. I could have hedged. I put a little bit on these Oklahoma City. I did because the game was over. They were going to win. Just a matter of time. And they did. So, but it's fun to hit a 3. Think about it. It's fun to hit. I met a gentleman last night. He said, Guru, give me some 3-teamers. You win, I'll take care of you. I hear that. All right, I'll do the best I can. So, and I will for him. So anyway, we have New Mexico State. That's an inner city game. They're a big home dog, so we like that. A lot of room there, a lot of point value. We're going to take that. They're going to be inspired, play hard. They got blown out in New Mexico. Then we're going to bet Fresno State. And you know what? This one I've talked to you. Money line is high. I'm going to go probably 50-50, 60-40. And mainly because I just want to win. If they win, it's psychological in a way. But psychological doesn't pay the bills. We have to look at numerical. So for that reason, we're laying the 9 with Fresno as well. That's a bigger part of the bet. And you can do the whole thing. It's up to you, Gurus. You're smart. And then the last one, we're taking San Antonio at home. And this Wamby kid, he doesn't have a good of a spread record, but they just played in San Antonio, and the Lakers have been on the road for a while. They had to play that interleague. They won that championship interleague new thing they started with the NBA. So they've been on the road a while, and that takes its toll a little bit. You don't have the pleasures of LA, right? That could actually help the Lakers, but they're struggling this year on the road. They're not that good of a road team. So let's see if that turns around. So far, we're going to try to take advantage of that today. And then the next one, David, is I think we just went over it, but I'll go over it. So San Diego, a team in the college basketball we've been winning with. We're going to stay with them. They're getting 2 at home. That's good point value. And then we're going to take the Sharks in the hockey. They've played this team relatively tough. They need to win. They're bad. All right, they're a bad hockey team, but they're getting $2 on their. I think Arizona's minus 205. We have them about. So that's over. To me, that's too high. We're going to take the road team in that position. And hockey, we've been mixed, but we're winning lately. The last 2 weeks, mixed lately. That happened. But here we go. And if they win outright, that's a beautiful plus. Good plus money. And the Bengals is connected to tomorrow's game. And so briefly, I want to talk about that because I did go over some NFL bets this weekend. Now, I do a show on Sunday now, Gurus. Remember this. So put on your alerts. Click that alert button so that, because I can't tell you when I'm going to shoot it. My goal is to shoot it at 9 o'clock. Okay, 9 to 9:30-ish. But I didn't start until I think 9:15. And I went to 9:45 last Sunday. So if you could please, for just Sunday, turn your notifications on. We got the most viewers on Sunday. That tells me to do the show. We're winning in the NFL, so you should follow these plays. Not many people. We're in week 14, I think, and I'm still winning. In the NFL, I'm making a profit, a substantial, reasonable profit here. Most people can't do that, Gurus. You know that. That's why you're watching, Guru. Now I can prove it on my betting app. So maybe I'll pull that out at the end of the thing and show you what I did exactly. Because we only started the show 4 weeks ago. So I'd like to substantiate that. I'll try to go on my betting app, see if I can pull those numbers for you guys. But for now, it matters not what I've done. That helps, but it's what I'm going to do. So we need the Bengals to win tomorrow. And we'd like to hit both these tickets today, right? Every day we wake up for that. So the money, the reason I like round robins is because it forces us to play the same amount on these games. It keeps the money management better. From a percentage standpoint, it's better to bet straight, monetarily speaking, right? And you can do that. I've been saying that since the beginning of my show. This is what I do. And I'm doing this to just help you. I'll tell you another thing you can do. You can bet straight and then back it up with a round robin. Accelerate your wins. When we have a sweep the board or have a good day, you'll accelerate your profits. That's another piece of advice. And by the way, Guru does bet straight. I do. So do I always tell you no? But I give you all the games I'm betting. And if there's a late game and I think that I'm going to probably win and I need to make up my profits, I'll bet it. I'll throw all extra money on it. So, and that's the beauty of this. This is a guide for you, Gurus. It's your guide. I'm your guide. That's why I started this show. And also, free speech is very important to me. And they can't censor me on this show. I like that. I've been censored off Facebook and Instagram. I think that's disgusting. That's against our First Amendment speech rights. And one day maybe I'll take them to court. It's their own company, so they can make their own what do they call those? God, these ridiculous standards, community standards. I've been watching that, David, for the last 3 community standards. Whose community? Certainly ain't my community, because I'm not meeting your standards, really? Well, guess what? If I go on Rumble, I'm meeting all their standards. That doesn't make sense. In America, you're supposed to have one community standard. The United States, all 52. Yes, that's your fucking community. Yes, that's all your community. You, Facebook, have the luxury of running your company in America, not in your community, right? So we're going to challenge this. We're going to challenge it. We're going to bet these games. I did today. I wanted to share them with you guys. And I appreciate all of you gurus who sign up for the show. It's been a pleasurable experience going out to meet you guys. I've been touched by some of the relationships. This is a macro investment show, meaning long-term gurus. I'm here for you for the rest of my life, probably, and I hope so. I'm making that my community standard. I'm here for you. That should be Facebook's community standard and Disney's. But they're controlling everybody. That ain't going to happen on Guru's show. So we're here to share information. And, Gurus, I want you to comment if you have information in your local towns where you live. If we have an information on a game, share it with the gurus here. Help us win more money, right? That's what we're here for, to help each other win. This is a community. The hell with Facebook. This is a community. So let's build it up. Come on, let's go. And by the way, I need your subscriptions. I need you to talk to your groups of friends. If you go to college, share it, get it out there. Let's get this up. Let's go. Come on, big numbers here, subscribers. That's how I get advertising dollars to pay David, Chase, and other people who are helping me with this show. And my partner. Let's go. Get it up, gurus. And anyway, so we went over the games today. We went over the situations. And let's keep this momentum going from yesterday into the weekend. Again, I'm going to remind you, gurus, I'm shooting my show. That's my mom. Hi, Mom. Everyone says hi. On Sunday now in the NFL. That's in that'll be there from now to the Super Bowl. 30 minutes. Probably do a longer one on Super Bowl. It's a big game. Starts later. I can fit in an hour. But let's take it a week at a time. Stay with me on the NFL. Stay with me on everything, because we're winning in every sport. We're just putting it all together, all right, day at a time. 4th week, we're getting all the kinks out. We just finished. Not even a full 4 weeks now of shows. So we've got the kinks out technically. We're working hard for you on these games. We need you to keep subscribing. We need you to watch the show live. We need you to comment. We need you to share this with your friends. And let's go viral so Guru can be big and reach the world, so that everyone gets better. Guru gets better. We all get better. Share your information and come back Sunday. And I'm going to share one more thing, Gurus. Go ahead and there's the email. Thank you, David. He's ahead of me. Email Guru tomorrow if you want my Saturday picks. They're vast. It's probably going to be about 5 round robins. But if you want to win, email Guru. Vast. On Mark and I, it takes us 3 hours to do these games. That's hardcore. That's boom, 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 nonstop. So if you want the Saturday college, hockey, basketball, we already released you the Bengals game for tomorrow. That's the only game we're betting that I'm aware of today. I like to release NFL on game day for late news. So that's why I'm doing the show on Sunday. So I can watch all the news, get the last minute info, put the games together, kick them out to you, just like I did last Sunday. And we had a winning day. So we're going to do that again. God willing, right? So thank you for coming. Email me for tomorrow's games. Watch on Sunday morning. Hit your alert button to know when the Guru's coming on. And subscribe. Tell you if you already did, have your friends. Let's get this going. You'll probably see me on the strip this weekend. If you're out, say hi to Guru. We'll take a photo. We'll rap, right? And have fun together. That's why I'm doing this. Thank you for all your subscriptions. Old people have been with me. Keep it up. We need a core of people to keep this thing going. And I'll see you guys Sunday morning around 9. God bless you. Have a winning day today. Text me or email me tomorrow if you want the pics, and I'll see you Sunday. God bless you. Thank you. I love you.